Alrighty then, let's get the show on the road. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. It's almost the beginning of December, and I'm looking forward to it. Got some fun stuff planned for the month. I put a big post in Discord this morning. If you're not part of the Discord, !Discord, you'll probably hear me call it out throughout the day. But that'll always have updates and news about said event, if anything is changing or being added to it. And as such, it's a good place to be. Good morning, Aura. Good morning, Akakaze. Good morning, Ladino. Alright, let me boot up 14 real quick. Gonna be chilling today. I'm probably not gonna do a super long stream today. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Lass. Good morning, Renza. How doing? Doing good. Getting ready to start working on moving stuff, too. Gotta look through belongings, see what I want to sell, get rid of. I'll probably, if anyone's looking for certain Magic the Gathering cards, I'll probably be going through my Final Fantasy set and seeing if there's anything I have. It's probably not going to be worth too much, but, I mean, if I can sell it to some people, I certainly wouldn't mind doing that. I'll probably be doing that over the next week or two. I have a decent collection of them. I definitely have some that people would want just for the sake of wanting them. Clara, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. Let me get my camera on and let me get my scene open now that 14 is open. There we go. Really endeavored to get any yet? Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll have anything that you want, but I'll be making posts about that in Discord. And probably a few other public posts as well. I'm going to be mostly chilling today. I finished all my relic stuff yesterday, so we're kind of in the clear on that front. I do need to go get a treasure map today and tomorrow, and we'll probably be buying some tomorrow as well, because we're definitely going to be doing a big load of treasure maps tomorrow. Yeah, usually you got to do an extra if you get Labyrinth of the Ancients last. I usually recommend if you get Labyrinth, because it's based on how long the Alliance raid takes. So things like Paradigm's Breach become a lot more valuable. I always tell people to do an extra for each Alliance raid if they don't get one of the longer ones for the day. I'd say probably if you don't get at least like 500 or 600 points, or you get one that's worth 500 or 600 points, it's probably a good idea. Rises, thanks for the 35 months. Welcome back. Thank you again, Cloara. Thank you, Rises. How long has this instance been open? 120, 170, 110, 80. Alright, so I missed that one. Thank you, Rises. Appreciate it. Good morning. Holiday was chill, yeah. We just had some food and chilled. It wasn't anything major. Yeah, CT's always, you know, CT's always gonna pop up a bunch whether you want it to or not. Not much can be done about that. I guess while I'm waiting, I might as well go to some fates. Time between 30 minutes. So when an instance open, it takes 10 minutes to initially spawn and then 30 minutes for each, and then it swaps positions for each of them. So it'll go north at 170, south at 140, north at 110, south at 80. So like if you're just, that's from an instance opening though, mind you, not from the time that you enter. Go back into OC. Well, there'll be a lot more people in OC in a couple of months when the new Phantom jobs come out. But I guess you would probably not want to wait till new Phantom jobs come out to level the old Phantom jobs, because then you're just going to be even more behind on Phantom jobs. Let me do this. I know some people definitely didn't go to the Fates. Or definitely didn't go to the CEs. Wonder how many of them are going to come to this. Yeah, because I just missed a pot fate in this instance. But I don't really feel like going to do... Well, A, there's a CE that's already there, and B... I don't feel like doing them anyway. 15 minutes till south. Yeah, everyone's already shouting. Love to see the people already shouting. When's pot? Give me pot. Yeah, it do be quite the endeavor to level them. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, that's at 57. Yeah, so the next pot fate is when this guy's timer is at... It should be when it was at... So it should have been 8 minutes. It should be 22 minutes, but I'll take their word for it. That's 15. Because it's when it spawns, not when it's killed. Common misconception. Yeah, because it'd be 170, 140, 110, 80. Oh, might as well go to that one while I'm waiting. Yeah, we hopped into Occult Crescent yesterday, ironically, after finishing all of my Dawn Trail relics up to their current step. And I was just like, someone was asking me what it's like to solo farm gold pieces specifically. Because you can sell the gold piece items for a decent amount of gil. And I was like, yeah, this is what it's like. And then I started doing it. I was like, wait, this is goated. Oh, well, that's fortunate. Because I already know ain't nobody surviving this one. I've done this enough to know how it generally goes. Probably should just do solo farms while I'm waiting between pot fates, in all honesty. Good morning, Axel. Because everyone's in the CE at the moment. Stop. Don't worry, sooner or later, the people from that CE will get broken out, and then they can help finish this off. And then I can go back to not doing it when people are in the middle of a CE. Joel will never protect me. That reminds me, there was something I wanted to add to the Wheel of Fun. Oh, I actually... Okay. I somehow mistimed that. It's fine, I'll live, but... I guess I turned back in too late. Good morning, Minnie. This thing's a lot healthier than the last one was. Yep, here comes the people from the CE. Yep, here they are. Here they all come. This headstone definitely has the highest KDA of any monster in here. I have no doubt in my mind about that. The KDA on this thing is unreal. I think we just go wait for south at this point. Just because I want to make sure I have the exact timer, right? Oh, one sec. Sophie sent me something. That's so funny. So yesterday, Sophie sent me a TikTok about a game called Bird Game 3. It turned out that the whole game was actually just, the whole video end game was AI slot. Like, it literally wasn't even an AI game. It was an AI video with a make-believe game called Bird Game. And I was mad because I saw the game. I was like, this looks like some shit that like some college student would throw together. I'd play it. But then I found out it wasn't even a real thing and I was upset. She just found a video of someone actually trying to make Bird Game. Like a real, like there's somebody actually trying to program it. Good morning, Bao. Or Bo, not sure which it is. Same spelling. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome in. And King, welcome back for the 13 months. Welcome back. I applaud that man for his aptitude in trying to make Bird Game a real thing. Thank you, sir. Yeah, exactly. Man's doing work. Trying to make a fake game into a real game. And it's just a video of him, like, actually going through, like, the process of making the game. Look at all this. Shout, looking for group pot friends. 10 minutes till pot friends. Hello, Mello. Hey. Looking for group pot friends. I'm just going to invite this guy. No one invited me. I'm going to invite them. Pot friends are better together. The pot, this is the true friends. The pots we made along the way. We love pot friends. We do indeed love pot friends. Talk about drugs, please. I lived in California for 7 years. That shit was like a cigarette with better side effects. I didn't even smoke pot. I haven't really smoked pot since I was 18. And that was like one time in that entire year. Been almost half my life. I've had a gummy. I've had like a THC gummy. Honestly, I didn't even feel it, to be completely fair. But, you know, I still had it. Yeah, we're going to be mostly chilling today because we have Disubmer tomorrow. Like I said, I put details in Discord, and I also have the command in the title. I'll be running a sub discount tomorrow. I know there's a gift sub discount running today because Twitch is running one, but I'll be running my own as well. We'll probably be running one Monday and Friday this coming week. And then we'll see after that. Moving into a new house soon, so probably going to be hosting a handful of incentive events. OC Day. Yeah, I'm just chilling in OC today. Rhymey. We're going to be doing some stuff tomorrow. I want people to get involved in and talk about stuff that they're doing. I'm going to be adding an achievement hunting subsection to the Discord because we're going to be doing a little bit of that in the month of December. We'll be doing that throughout the next year or so, probably. I'm not planning on making a series out of it, but when I don't have much to do in 14, if I'm done with the other things I really want to do, I actually want to make some progress on that front. Versus series for Phantom Jobs, not a bad idea. Actually, I have a different thing coming up with job comparisons. That isn't the Versus series. Somebody said looking for group pots. Let me throw these people some invites. Anyway, what were you asking, Aliciel? So back and do want to return. I mean, honestly, it's only ever just getting the gear that's crafted and catching up to MSQ. That's all you ever need to do. And then it's just doing everything you missed. I have a lot of easy achievements, Uki, that I just never did. Like, I have fates that I've never completed. I have, like, number of crafted recipes, number of gathering items. Like, I've got a ton of, like, ultra easy ones that I just straight up have never done. And I'm going to knock a bunch of those out tomorrow. Tomorrow and a little bit I might stream on Tuesday. That'll make for a good background activity while I do anything that's required of me for the submer, including egg cracks over the head. And then starting on Saturday, if we reach dispatch before Saturday, I might do a little bit of dispatch and a little bit of Octopath on Saturday and Sunday. I want to start sprinkling that in. That's if and when we reach the dispatch one, because we got to get through the dispatch one before we get through the Like a Dragon incentive, if we get to those in the respective orders. Yeah, you have your relic to work towards too. Fortunately, on Ether, at the very least, Occult Crescent is still quite busy. So that shouldn't be too bad at all. So hopefully sell fast, yeah. I should really get to farming gold pieces. The amount of gil I can make from farming gold pieces is pretty substantial. Gonna regret chat pizza. It's not meant to be enjoyed, I don't think. Relic to the latest before? You could, but would you want to? I guess is the real question. A, the new step won't be out before December 16th. B, the new gear on December 16th will be better. And C, relics are mostly glam overall anyway, so it's not something I would stress. The new step won't be out on December 16th. Oh, hi, Saucy. Can you move, please? All right. It really have to be something that you just kind of really want to do. I wouldn't, like, stress it, I guess is my only point. Just do the MSQ. Yeah, you have the MSQ. You have Arcadian. If you didn't do the most recent Arcadian tier, that was really good. The most recent 11 tier was really good. They have the new Pilgrim's Traverse, Deep Dungeon that was added in. Occult Crescent, as you can see with the relic steps, is still going along. We're just doing Pot Friend a little bit right now. All right. It should actually not be in 10 minutes. Now it should be in 10 minutes. Whoever was given that timer was terribly wrong. Unless that 90-minute person is not actually the first person in here. Tried for any other relics? I mean, not everyone is meant to. It's not like everyone has to want to work on a relic. It's not an all too abnormal thing. So I always tell people it's about what you're interested in doing, not what you have to do. 114. Is that your timer left? Is that what you're saying? Good morning, Sinistic. Not sure why they were typing 114. Should just be in 9 minutes. MSQ, well, you'll be getting more MSQ soon, so you won't have to wait too long. Yes, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm definitely just planning on mostly chilling today. And I probably won't stream for too long. I got a bunch of stuff that I gotta do before tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I guess the timer for the person who's lowest in the instance is not accurate. It should be 170, 140, 110, 80. So that means that person's not the first person who is in the instance. Okay. A good thing I trusted the person who said it was in about 10 minutes then. And didn't just try to go by instance timer. Yeah, I gotta do some more demo grinding for Octopath Zero. Definitely on the list of things that needs to get done. I don't need to do too much more. I just need to get the protagonist. Like, probably a couple of hours worth of grinding on the protagonist should do the trick. Alright, pot friend time. So about 1049, 1050. Far, far to the east. Like to see that. Yeah, normally I wouldn't trust people in an online video game. But you know what? 2026 is coming up. It's time for a change. I had a feeling it was going to be a crazy day. Well, where are they? Damn, it really is. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be up top and I'm going to have to go all the way around. It probably is. I'll just do this and see how far it ends up going. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be up top. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe right here. Yeah, I think I know exactly where it is to boot. I'll find out very soon. Because it could still be right here. I know there's a spot right there. Far to the southeast. I think it's actually... No, I don't think it's up top. I think it's in the spot right here. Northeast. It's right here. Good morning, Boger. No more tomes. I don't need no more tomes. Apparently, I don't need gold coffers either. I don't mind caves that much. Alright, I'm gonna go do some gold farms in the meantime. Sorry, party. That's just a pot friend. Trust me, I've been in those caves so many times, they can't scare me. I'm here to make some sweet, sweet Jill. I love me a pile of Jill. Pot timers, please. 26 minutes north. People know it's important. So much communication for pot timers. All right. Alright, let me do that. There we go. See, some nice gold chests. I mean, yeah, pots will take you all over, but you know, I don't mind. There's so much time in between, like, each of the spawns. I just can't be bothered to be like upset that they're taking me anyplace when I don't really find any of the places that threatening anymore. Catting? I do have 2 cats in here. Aw, saucy. Send that picture to Sophie. Saucy's been extra saucy as of late. What's going on? Tacos. Now I'm in the mood for tacos. I usually don't buy or order tacos very often. Seldom a decision I make. Good morning, Yuki. I'm chilling this morning. What's going on, Sis? 5 a.m. chaotic. There are worse times. No, chaotic's incorrect. Chaotic is always fun. Especially when you could be sleeping instead. Oh. And there we go. 4 clears. There you go. See? Then it wasn't a bad idea. I love chilling outside and randomly taking a 250k auto. That's like me in actual winter. Step outside. Oh, it isn't so bad out. Gust of wind comes. 250k auto. Pretty much the same thing. If you think about it. Functionally the same thing. Ah. Damn, that's messed up. Just said that it wasn't their fault. Why is that not good enough? Could be a 7 mil damage from a buffed Yan. But we love Yan. Why'd we ever be upset about Yan? Yan good. I do have one Malichi, yeah. I don't usually have a link for it on the YouTube side. I usually keep the link on the Twitch side. And even then, I sometimes debate having a link at all because Discord spam is very real. People have far too much time on their hands. Boop. Good morning, Swayze. What's my timer? Oh, I've still got plenty of time. Still got about 20 minutes. Gotta pull in that gill. Might be using some of it for contests during the summer, we'll say. Looking forward to the month of December. Yeah, I'm probably only going to stream for like 3-ish hours today. Because like I said, I'll be live extra long a lot throughout December. Interesting. Don't know if December sub with Olive gift sub. Yeah. I'm running one tomorrow and I'm running one on Friday, and then I have 5 more I can run after that. How's the Guild Farm today? It's going fine. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just grabbing a few of these every now and again and getting some pots. Well, they give you 7 coupons per month. And then they usually run a discount during December. I'm assuming they're going to do that again, but I haven't seen an announcement for it yet. So I don't know what their plan is for that. Well, that's not going to happen, Malik. Oh, God. This is hurting a lot more than I thought it would. It's because I used too many of my cool... Oh, my God. Well, I mean, that's not for December, but I won't say no to it. Chaos.
Rises from Ash's gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Scared the shit out of me. I mean, honestly, maybe they will, Malik. Who knows? There's technically one more up there. We know what it is, but, you know. F it early December. That doesn't even count. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to say no. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate it. If you got a gifted sub, enjoy the ad-free for a month. If you ever feel like extending the sub, it would always be appreciated, but never expected. Ah, delicious. I got my bean juice in the morning. I love my morning beans. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need morning bean juice for the next month and not my, like, half-calf situation where I just have a Diet Coke instead because it's way lower on the caffeine. Definitely gonna be a full calf situation for the next month. Jesus. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good month. Like I said, I'm moving in the next couple of months. Sophie and I are getting a new place. So I definitely want to have a good December. Oh, Arebitama. No, I have to say the whole thing or it's not worth saying. You have to say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. It's just not worth it otherwise. God, doing this on just these guys and not the even bigger guys is so much easier. Yeah, but here's the thing. I can't say I can't quote almost anything from that show without being very selective. Because I'm not fucking stupid. Love that show. Can't quote most of it. Fair? Yeah. Fair's, that's, yep. I'm gonna go, that maybe more like, again, smart and not stupid. Crystal, who is this man? I'm a pimp named Slickback. Say it with me now. He's my pimp. Yo, pimp. So use a... Yes, she's a hoe. Come on, bitch. Oh, let me do that. Let me just be a little careful here. Ugh. So many AoEs. It's always a lot scarier when I bring these extra 3 enemies in. They just hit so hard. Alright, let me answer this question as soon as I'm done not dying to these things. Alright. I mean, you're asking someone who already plays it if I think you should play. I mean, I think you should figure it out for yourself by playing the free trial, because there's no point in spending money on it when you could try the free trial and figure it out for yourself. I'm big on people forming their own opinions, because you're in a place where I already play it. Of course, I'm going to tell you I enjoy playing it. And even if I have an objective view, it's obviously going to be somewhat skewed by the fact that it's a game I put a lot of time into as is. But the free trial is hundreds of hours long, includes the first 2 expansions and the base game. No limit on playtime. We have a whole meme about it. I always just say there's no point in spending the money. There's just, you try that, and then if you like it, at some point, if you go, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, then you buy it. And at the very least, you start by buying the base game, which is the same content as the free trial, but takes any of the other free trial restrictions off. There's no, there's no like fear of missing out. Like, it's pretty easy to get caught up and stay caught up once you actually get through the story. But it is very story driven, and that you need to figure out for yourself if that's something that you even want or like. You know, it's pretty important. The biggest thing is the later you join, the more story quests there are to do. which, depending on your outlook, can be a good thing or can be a bad thing. If you like story, it's a good thing. If you don't like story, it's in theory a bad thing unless you feel like you're enjoying everything else enough that you can kind of get through it. So I just tell people to just do the free trial. It just doesn't make sense to spend the money when the free trial's there. That's what I always tell people. Yeah, if you like A Realm Reborn, then you're pretty set on the story, because A Realm Reborn is definitely one of the lower points. The opening story bits are much slower paced because they're all setting foundations. So if you like that, you're usually in the clear. Yeah, the free, if you just type exclamation mark, I changed the command. I had a sponsorship for it not too long ago. I think it's exclamation mark FFXIV now. Or FFXIV try, something like that. I changed the command specifically because I had a sponsored thing where we were teaching new players how to play it. No. It's definitely like exclamation mark like FFXIV or FFXIV trial or something like that. It used to be exclamation mark trial. I wonder if I also changed. I could have also changed it back maybe. That's tank meta. Doesn't really matter. You play whichever one you like. Maybe just try exclamation mark trial. Maybe that is it. Maybe I did change it back. Yeah, because they asked us to make it a specific command. There you go. They asked us to do a specific command for the event, and I know I included the free trial in that command, but I probably had my own separate, like, thing too. This is a Cult Crescent. I'm farming gold pieces in this zone because you can turn them into equipment that sells really well. Some of it for like over 1 million gil a piece. And also I'm doing this in between fighting another boss, fighting another little mini boss that has up to, I think it's like 3 or 4 million gil drop. This also respawns chests around the map. By doing almost anything in this zone, it respawns chests around the map. And those can have really rare items in them as well, so. Yeah, I have 19 bronze coffers respawn. I realistically want 30 respawned, because that's the maximum. I'm just chilling. This is kind of just like a chill, maybe make some gil activity that I'm doing for the day. Nothing I really need. I have more than enough gil, but sometimes I like having something I can just kind of put in low effort. That makes me a bit of gil. After this next batch, I'm going to go wait on the pot fate. Yeah, there's a group way of farming this and a solo way. I'm just doing the solo way. Yeah, the Dynamis new player bonus is nice, but you will probably end up... It depends on how much you really want to play with the NPCs versus how much you want to queue into things with other people. If you're really okay with queuing in with the NPCs, then you don't have to server hop too much to get through the MSQ on Dynamis. But because it's the lower pop world, a lot of people end up hopping up to a higher pop world to queue into stuff for other people or with other people. Especially because there's a few things where you really kind of have to. I mean, in Dynamis, the population in Dynamis being up, I'm not going to lie, is a pipe dream. Dynamis is pretty much the I want EXP bonus data center. But you can freely, like, hop between them just to, like, go play with people. Looking for a group. Pot friend. LFG pot friend. I just want pot friend. Thank you. We're back with more pot friend. Yeah, that's just kind of Dynamis's role. The big thing is almost two entire other data centers are locked for character creation. I think maybe there's like a server on one of the two of them. I think Crystal and Ether are both like straight up locked for the most part, but Primal and Dynamis are both fairly open. Chaos.
Worst girl Eva just subscribed with Prime.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you for the 32 months. Welcome back with Prime. Thank you. Hope you're doing swell. Hope you had a good holiday weekend if you celebrate. Yeah, I think Crystal might have a server open. Definitely not on Ether, but between Ether and Crystal, there's a lot of locked servers. I mean, you can transfer, but again, you don't have to pay for a transfer. You can straight up just literally go to the Aetheryte and choose to like go play on another one temporarily. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, like, if you really want to change server and go to the other ones, that's fine, and like live on the other ones, that's fine. Some people do that because of FCs, link shells, whatever not that they're doing, but it's up to you really. Good morning, Eva. So much of the socialization nowadays happens through like Discord and stuff that there's definitely a lot less need to do that. You know? So much in the way of Discord communities and whatnot. And the Bridges. That's still pretty good. Bridges is probably the single most interesting pull. There's usually social FCs on Dynamis, yeah. I'm sure there are probably a couple of rating FCs too. Very, very few, but they probably still even visit Ether. In terms of social FCs though, yeah, you can still definitely find that on Dynamis. Could I point you in the direction of any? No, I don't play over there, but I'm sure you can find them. I was on Dynamis for a YouTube video trying to queue into something in the Duty Finder, and randomly, mind you, I wasn't streaming and no one on my friends list was on Dynamis, but randomly a group of like 10 Lalafels found me and just started social. Like I was just in the city and they all kind of congregated and then we ended up just queuing into something together. What's going on, Shetty? Like, there's definitely still, like, plenty of groups of people who do stuff together. It's just that they're like, already formed groups of, like, you know, free companies and link shells and stuff. Oh, well, really, all of Crystal. I figured maybe one server was open. That's crazy, man. I remember at some point, Primal was, you know, a fairly congested data center. Crystal was really just one or two servers were congested, not the whole data center, but it's definitely altered a little bit. And Dynamis has always been Dynamis. Hey, Saucy. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Pretty kitty. Hey. Oh, why don't you want to be held like that? Hey. Cat. Cat. Do you want out now, Cat? You're gonna have to wait a little bit. I gotta at least make sure I tag this. Or you're just gonna go over there. Nope, she's gonna go over there and take out her frustrations on the carpet. And I am now covered in sausage fur, which is a hell of a sentence if you think about it. Covered in sausage fur. You're just being a pretty kitty over there. Give me pot. Friend. 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 The furriest of sausages. She is a very furry sausage. Listen, that's just how it has to be sometimes. So many people desperate for pot fate. My chance of pot friend is dwindling. Why would you do this to me, pot friend? We used to be so close. There's so many people vying for your friendship now. I thought what we had was special. Oh, there's more people coming here. No. Okay, we got pot friend. It's the only thing that matters. We're the recipient of a pot friend. As long as we receive pot friend, nothing else matters. That person's name was Only Feet. That's great. That's, you know, that's great. That's good for them. How's the grind going? Yeah, we're not really doing anything too crazy. I'm just chilling for the most part. I have all my actual relics done. I think it's right here. I don't think I've ever had pot friend here. Damn, I haven't got the duplicate pot friend or a gold pot friend. Killing me here. How am I looking? 21? Yeah, I guess I can just go try to cap that out real quick. That's fine by me. I've got so much on-stream pot. I know people who just blaze it up on stream every day. That's their big thing. They're like, it's our morning wake and bake. And it's like, that's a lot of baking. I don't think I could. I think it's too much baking for me. I'm not going to open that. Going to wait. I'll just remember that it's there. So much pot. Do you bake? Is that like, are we talking about real baking or getting high? I mean, the answer is really no either way, but I feel like I should still understand the context. I should still be aware of how I'm answering. Well, you answered. But I still don't know what I answered. I still want to know the cure. I still want to know. Nothing's changed. Yay, World of Darkness. What's going on, Shadge? The Jeff's Bagel recommendation. Oh my god, dude. Jeff's Bagel. Yeah, Jeff's Bagel in Charleston. Sophie's trying to sell all of her like friends and relatives on it too. That's the place to go for bagels in Charleston. I don't make the rules. I just play by them. Here, before I do this, let me take a second and do this desubmer. That is the winning option. Coupon for the new one in Mount Pleasant. Okay, okay. There you go. I'm glad to have awakened another Charleston person to Jeff's Bagel Run. It's just a good call. Now it's Pizza Moto Mio. That's the other one. Jeff's Bagel Run and Pizza Moto Mio are the two, like, if you're from the Northeast, those are the two places to be. Is it as good? No. Is it close enough to make you content with the decision? Yes. You'll be like, you know what? Good on you. Oh, don't worry, I'm no better, Shogun. Don't worry, you're far from the only one who would have that problem here. Whenever I'm on RuneScape on my phone and somebody's like trying to talk to me in clan chat, I'm just like, I'm not replying. Because whatever I type's gonna just look stupid. Chaos. Silent, thanks for the 31 months.
Silent _ since you just subscribed with Prime.
Thank you very much. Hope you're having a good one. Good morning, Olive Oil. Chaos. I heckin' love chaos. It's my favorite. Yeah, mine's going pretty good. We got the Submer starting up tomorrow, and that's going to be fun. I got some stuffies planned. Got my entire week planned out, really. Server do you recommend for fate farming?
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except for this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, Why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Sloth, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest, and when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Thanks. And I don't know. I mean, I'd assume an Ether server would be best, but I don't think there's one server. I think you just have to make a Fate party and then put it in the PF and just hope people join for the most part. I think it's going to get much better than that as long as you're on... And especially during more, like, peak hours. Like, at this hour, it's probably not good anywhere. Because it's the time that it is of the day, you know? Yeah, I almost always see some sort of like, oh, you know, trying to get my shared fates done party or something like that. It's also worth remembering that anywhere that does not have a lot of people, the fates are going to be scaled down as well. Wait, that's a good thing though, Tia. We like it when that happens. 6 hours ahead. Yeah, that'll be a little tough. Obviously, you will probably be asleep during our peak hours, but I mean, on weekends it should be mostly okay, and with the holiday season coming up, it might even just be more okay than usual. Oh, just kill it fast, Tia. I have, as a tank, made that boss just last long enough to actually kill it when it's not chained. It can be done. Do you want to? Absolutely not. Can it be done? Absolutely. It is still another like 18 minutes till the next pot, friend. I probably do a couple more rounds of this and then I go and start opening my treasure chests. That's about as good as it's gonna be. Yeah, because I should have... Oh, well, I guess let me finish this set and then I'll check. Thank you for the 1,000 bits also. Alright, I guess I can just do this. I could also just go wait on the next pot fate and then just try to make it in time. Oh, God. Accidentally got hit by one. Oh yeah, leveling crafters without retainers is certainly a time. Hey, they gotta try to get you to want to buy the full game somehow or another. Actually, hold on. How many do I have spawned? Come on. 25? Okay, no, we should definitely stay for like 2 more pulls then. Games on Steam. Do you need games on Steam right now? Do you know what your backlog looks like? And is it a good idea? Don't judge me. I'm trying to help you. I'm doing you a favor. Don't get mad at me because I care. How much gold are you getting per pull? I think in this spot it's like 70 to 80. It's a pretty chill spot too. Respawns the chests pretty quick is the big thing. Yeah, we definitely don't need to save for that in particular. I'm just trying to help people practice good business decisions. Good personal expense decisions. Yeah, one more pull here should do the trick. And then that'll be as I mean, actually, I probably need 2 more pulls, but all the same. Just do 2 more, yeah. How much time do I have till the next? It's what, 10:49, so it'd be like 11:19, yeah. That sounds about right. Just think of the possibilities. Think about that toaster oven you could have got if you just didn't buy 5 games. Even if they were on Black Friday sale. Think of all the things you could do. Yeah, this amount of gold, depending on if you're selling the items or not, I mean, this could be anywhere from like 500k to a million an hour, depending on the server. It's been a while since I've done this. Is also just, dude, I can't wait till we actually get more and more of this. The accessories are gonna speed things like this up so much. Looking forward to farming all 4 accessories and the 3 new phantom jobs at some point next patch, while working on my relic. Good times. It'll be good to have another, like, main reason to be back in here. I actually enjoyed the time I was spending in here, but I had to, like, kind of stop myself from coming in here nearly as much. Favorite job? I haven't played Ninja in 6 years. Ninja was never my favorite job, also. Never has been, ever. That crown has always been to Monk. I just am not allowed to play it 99% of the time. And that trend will be continuing. Well, it wasn't in 2.0, it was in 2.4, but just because you main something doesn't mean it's your favorite job. Be very clear about that. That was what my team said. I say, listen, we have 2 bards and they just released ninja. Do you want to not be bard and be ninja instead? And I said, sure. Having not practiced it at all before going into fucking final coil, I just grabbed it and went. You, come here. I am monkey. Give me monkey. Wait. I killed 2 of them? How? How did they take that much more damage than the rest? I mean, listen, it was fine. Like, I didn't like playing ninja, but it was never my first choice. That's all I'm saying. I mean, a lot of people assume just because someone plays a job that it's their favorite. It's especially common when people don't like do really hardcore raiding, because like when you're not a hardcore raider, you probably just play what you want and then fill in wherever you can. You know, that's a lot more common of a practice. When you are just trying to make sure you have a group no matter what, you stay kind of flexible. And unfortunately, when you're willing to play Fizz range, that's what everyone wants you to play. Alright, let me pull up the map, the interactive map for Occult Crescent, so that way I have that for after Pot Friend. Always forget exactly where everything is. Play Bard and Gather. I kind of want to play Dancer next tier, but at the same time, I'm just like, ah, fuck it. Bard's been good to me. I'll stick with the homie. Oh, is this one south next? I thought it was north next for some reason. No, I guess I did just do north. I already forgot. Right, because I ran from here down here. Yeah, I remember. I'll just run there. I have plenty of time. Scenic route. Well, that makes it easy. Yeah, I always just go with what it is my team needs me to play. And a lot of the times, that is not the thing I would opt into playing if given absolute free reign. But I'd do it. Nope, gonna leave that. I'll come back for it later. I didn't even remember that being a spot until now. Is that on this? Yes, it is. Okay. I like now when I'm just like running around the map is when I'm finding a bunch of stuff. See, this person's also doing some solo gold farming, it looks like. Only 4 mobs at once is... Well, I mean, they are level 19 mobs, I guess, so it's not that big of a surprise. Oh! Hello. Hello, dead person. Where are my Phoenix Downs? I could have swore I had a bunch still. There they are. Sir? That's where... Oh, wait! Alright! They were just... Alright. That's interesting. I thought maybe they, like, AFK'd and didn't get res. They were just fucking sitting there dead. What the fuck was that? Was nobody helping? Looking for a group pot friend. And then on my next cycle, I'm going to go around looking for this thing. Waiting for their hero. Me. It was wild. They just left him dead there, man. How you gonna do that to a man? Just chilling on the ground. Oh, hey, I like that. Tis south this cycle. I will be the hero I need to be. Oh, coffee. I love my coffee. Hi, Saucy. She's looking at me. Oh, it's so funny. So, I took a picture of sausage yesterday, and I was like, I should turn this into an emote here. Let me pull it up on my phone. Just tell me this wouldn't make a good sus emote. Tell me that wouldn't make a good sus emote. Or a good haw emote? Just look at... Just like... We have a sus emote. I have a sus emote. That's equally as sussy. Sussy bussy. Big huh energy. Yeah, see, we got cat emotes all over the place. I get great pictures of my cats that would make for great emotes. All the time. This was another good one. Wait. I was like, I don't even know what this would be, but this was cinnamon. I don't even know what that would be, but looks like he's ready to kill someone. He was the one sleeping on top of me. I'm the one who should be making that face at him. Yeah, I always keep a handful of decent ones on hand. Bacon I've got a bunch of good ones of. You dare awaken too soon, Executus. You have awoken me too soon. No space. No space. Yeah, I have all the December stuff in there as well, and my mods have instructions of things for tomorrow as well. In case they need to help. I do need to actually set up the wheel, but that'll take like 10 minutes at most, just typing everything in. That's the one thing I still have to do before tomorrow. By the way, hello Zion, you said hello earlier, and I feel like I never said hello, and I don't remember saying hello, so I'm saying hello now. I don't want to be rude. I try not to be, but it happens sometimes. 80 to 100? 80 to 100 has always been a pretty quick range. Pilgrim's Traverse from 91 to 100 is now a good bit better, but 80 to the only leveling range that could still use work to this day is the Stormblood range, which is 60 to 70. That's always been by and far the worst level range. Mostly because Heaven on High is not popular enough, so like that's what I call the PvP level range. Like if you really want to PvP, if you really want to try PvP, 60 to 70 is like the level range to PvP. Same things they always have been. The only thing that people don't use for 80 to 90 is Eureka Orthos. But I mean, even Bozia was really good from 80 to 90. I think I did 80 to 90 in Bozia in like 8 hours on average. Although with Zadnor Zone 3 is not as fast, but it's super fucking AFK comparatively. You just run between 5 different spots, complete the fates, and then run back, wait 5 to 10 minutes, and do it all over again. But yeah, also PvP is super quick at all level ranges. Special, I mean, even just past the daily roulette. At the very least, the daily roulette's worth doing. But yeah, 80 to 100, 80 to 90 was not really one of the slower ranges. That's really do your roulettes and then either AFK and Zadnor. Well, I guess it depends on how much, because you could do, if you did every roulette plus daily tribal quests and then Zadnor, yeah, it probably wouldn't take too long. Zadnor on Ether, definitely a really good option for that. Give me pot. 90 to 100 is super quick. Pilgrim's Traverse is very, very good. Far, far to the northwest sounds like caves to me. And then after this, I gotta go do all of... Well, I mean, it may not be caves. Let's see. Definitely caves. 100% caves. Well, Crafters and Gatherers on Feyna are ultra quick. That's definitely super quick. And that works at all level ranges, I think after level 10. So if you ever needed to do those again, or if you still had any that were left over, Feyna would definitely be the route to go for that. I don't think this is the bad part of the cave, so I think it's right here. Pretty sure this is like the easy part. Yep. Something. Oh, it's like just outside the caves here, actually. Yeah, it's right here. Why won't you give me gold coffers, you butt? Alright, time to test my carrot luck. Oh my god, my inventory is so full. Maybe I should take care of that first before I test my carrot luck. I only got a bronze chest too. I don't think anything I have is that valuable, but let me go back and do it on my home data center. I'll open all my chests on the home data center as well. I'll forego some pot friends. I promise you it will not be a very busy instance on Crystal, especially not at this time. Actually, the instance itself might act... Crystal, if it's going to be busy anywhere else, it is still going to be Crystal. In reality. FF count. Ooh! Reminding me that I have to get back to my platinum stuff. I should make some time for that this coming month. I gotta finish Crisis Core Platinum. I have 100% on Steam, I just don't have the Platinum on PlayStation. And I gotta get the next video in that series made, which is gonna be Tactics and 12. Probably as one video, because I just don't have the footage for 12. I'll start by working on it to see how it goes with Final Fantasy 12. And then I'll go from there. I just don't have the footage to do 12, because I platinumed it 7 years ago when it came out. I'll have to even just look in my list to see, like, when I got... Like, I have a very vivid memory. I've gone through that game 100% many times. The original one. And then I've gone through Zodiac Age, you know, a couple of times. Just replay 12. I mean, I love 12, but the problem is I play New Game Minus. New Game Minus is my preferred way to play, and I'm not... That's a whole extra endeavor to 100% New Game Minus. Thank you for suffering. You're welcome. My 10 and 10-2 video was, yeah. Mm-hmm. To say the least. Mm-hmm. How much are sharks? 29k. Might as well. Still Gil. Alright. Sell. Sell. Sure, why not? Trainer sell. I don't think this one's worth much. Early to rise. Oh, it's actually 100k. I'm shocked. Pointed misgivings. Also 100k. Yeah, let's do 24. Early to rise. Yeah, it's not like I know what most of these even are. This shouldn't be worth anything. Why? Nobody. Oh my god, somebody actually did pay that much for one of them. No, not in Trust Retainer. God damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, sure. If people are still paying Gil for any of this shit, I might as well take it. Dane Slafe is a no. How much are the Sacramental Lilies? Not worth very much at all? Didn't think so. Figured those are probably going to be worth next to nothing at this point. Don't care. Oh, right, I did get one of these. I know those sell decently. Yep. People be needing their carousels. There was one item I entrusted that I didn't mean to entrust. Have retainer sell item. Perfect. Also, wait, is this my ultimate NPC or my relic? That was my relic NPC, wasn't it? Yes, it is. Let me put my Arcanites away. Right here. Might as well. I don't know why I have my Abyssos Bagnex in here. And then I had this one. What do you mean this expansion came out earlier? You mean the next one or the current one? I don't know why you would want the specific current one to come out earlier. It's an interesting outlook to want any of them to technically be out earlier. Versus just waiting for the next one. It's not an expansion in 16 days. Also, that patch is on cycle. As they have been for several years now. Yeah, they mean the patch. It's not an expansion. It's on schedule. As their patches are quite predictable most of the time. The next patch afterwards, I'm pretty sure will be a 20-week cycle, though. Just because if it's not, that means we're literally going to come home from North American Fan Fest and immediately have patch. Which I don't think is happening. 8.0 is almost certainly February 2027. Expecting it any earlier would be silly, in my opinion. We already know when the next Fan Fest... We already know when all 3 Fan Fests are, and it's not going to be like, well, 3rd Fan Fest is done, see you tomorrow, you know. It'll be probably about 3 months after the last Fan Fest. Alright, let me do a quick loop of the map. Yeah, just gotta remember that things are normally fairly predictable when it comes to patch cycle. So we usually have a very good idea of how things are happening and when they're happening. Hello, Assassin. Any recommendations? Recommendations on what in particular? I don't want to just hit you with a billion pieces of information that, you know, may not be relevant. Easier to narrow down leveling? Well, the MSQ is going to level you. Your first job's going to be entirely through the MSQ. And all the dungeons and roulettes and everything you unlock along the way will help with that too. So your first job, you won't even have to think about leveling at all. So I would focus mostly on your initial class or job choice, which even then, if you start on a preferred world, leveling is ultra fast regardless. But it depends on how hardcore you want to grind multiple jobs. If you just want to grind one, yeah, then the MSQ will do all the work for you. You won't even have to think about it. It'll be one of those things that just gets done. Main scenario, the story. The story will level you from 1 to max level on one job. If you're on a preferred world, it technically can be more than one job if you're willing to swap around, but most people don't bother with all that. And as you do the story, you unlock all the leveling methods along the way. There's usually a few on the side that you have to do that are side quests, but you'll see the side quests that are important with the blue exclamation marks, and there's tutorials for all that stuff. Howdy, Virtual. Just in time to watch me get a carrot. Smile. Yeah, MSQ on Preferred World is nutty. They're having fun in there. I'm going to go over here. Alright, reference the map. You get a mount. MSQ will take you to your mount after you join a grand company. And give you a quick quest that is equally as in your face. It's around level 20. No. Yeah, they'll give you quests for all that stuff. No problem. Generally, as long as you read and follow the scenario guide, it's very hard to miss most of the important stuff. There's literally a UI element that just says, hey, here's your next story quest, and also here's any other important quest you really need to know about and should probably go do. Oh, did you on Crystal? I just came here because I was already on Crystal from selling stuff. Worth to spend the challenge tokens? Oh, you mean the achievement point? I honestly, the fact you called them challenge tokens, like, didn't even register in my mind. The achievement tokens you're in so much of abundance. You will not be short for those. I have like hundreds and there's nothing I can spend them on. And I don't even have everything there. Like, there's nothing I want that I even remotely feel like I should spend them on. And I don't even have everything. You get so many achievement tokens. I was like, challenge tokens. What challenge? Brain fried. Oh, carrots. Hello. Hello, carrots. Oh, there's a... Oh, let me through. Thank you very much. That's not a carrot. Where are my carrots? Trying to follow this map. Alright, I think this is the one where I just go across. Yes. And I think I remember seeing a few here. There's one. Come on, carrot. It's been a hot minute since I've seen a carrot. Granted, I also haven't been looking for carrots until the past few days, but I didn't ask. So I guess I'll dip down first and then go north. Do with the carrots. So what most people will do is sell them because they sell for millions and millions of gil. And most people wouldn't want them for the other reason that you use them. They sell for millions of gil because there's a very coveted achievement for finding 1,000 happy bunnies here. It's literally like a multi-billion gil achievement. Utterly insane. If you were to buy them all, that is. But you use them on the carrots that you find on the ground. Look, I guess I could have gone to Pot Friends. Daily Roulette's just a random dungeon or piece of content. You'll unlock them as you go. The game tells you all this stuff. Oh yeah, there are people with there. I mean, they spent billions of gil on the achievement, but they have it. The game will tell you when you unlock roulettes. They will be very hard to miss. I assure you of that. So I think it's in here, and then there's one there. Silver's not here. They did add carrots to silver, so I do actually, or at least I think they added them. No, I don't need magic prisms. Stop. No, they sponsor the YouTube videos. They don't sponsor the Twitch stream. They gotta pay for that. Alright. Yeah, as you unlock things, they'll tell you when you're unlocking roulettes. Key bars. Those like candy bars. I love candy bars. It can work its magic, Nem. Where is the next one? It's down here. Nothing there. God, this place at nighttime sucks. Next one's around the bend. And there's one here. Oh, it's all clear, Demis. Hey, what's going on, Delvic? What did you do? Ate less and worked out. I actually haven't been working out too much as of late. I've been quite busy. I'm going to be building. And the few times I was going to go to the gym over the past couple of weeks, my friend was like, hey, you want to hit up the gym? And I was like, I got trials tonight. Every night. I've been trying to go to the gym. We've had trials. At our new place, I'll be building a gym at some point, so that'll be nice. Nothing big, just, you know, I just need a few basic things. Ooh, metallic gold. Not the dye of choice that I wanted, but I will take it all the same. I cannot remember the last time I had a bronze chest here. Yeah, that's a good call, Jedi. Just make sure that you're doing every Fate and CE that you possibly can for Demi-Atmos. Definitely make that a priority. Let me go up here. Actually, I'm gonna... No, because I'm gonna come back around this way anyway. I remember what my remaining route is. Oh, Sophie just texted me something. My man. She sent me funny bacon picture. I send her funny sausage picture. We just exchanged cat pictures from literally the other room. You got progress? Yeah, you'll be more... I mean, that's certainly an outlook on it. You know, you'll definitely be glad for progress. Especially when you get closer to the end and you're hating yourself. I didn't mind the Demi-Atmos, but I've been forged in the fires of hell. There's a lot of things I generally don't mind and or even enjoy that would sicken the average individual. Yeah, Final Fantasy XI has forged me in the fires of hell. I've seen true suffering. Is that where this one was? No, it's over here. 4 jobs. Damn, it only took you 4 jobs to get them? It took me 9. That's good. You get good time on that one. Oh my god, dude. Clear Demi, clear Demi, clear Demi. I've got like clear Demis like 80% of the time. I mean, at least clear Demi's vendor for something, I guess. But, you know, 1,000 each. I'm gonna be rich. Yeah, it's something else still now. Definitely ain't less than something now. Because now you could just sit there for 15 hours and be playing the whole time. So if anything, it's even worse now. That would be Final Fantasy XII crazy. 11's an MMO. Yeah, easy 600 mil on those alone. No question. Oh, actually, I should be routing up to here. I have to spend my Unreal points soon, too. There's another couple mil. Fully quit. I really enjoyed Voracious's story, but man, the 2 weeks of solo getting my prime weapon was not something I enjoyed doing. Why do you do this, Tia? Cosmic Tool is worth the grind. I mean, realistically, is anything worth the grind if you're worried about its effectiveness? I mean, the tool is definitely going to be better once it gets its next step. It's already, for expert recipes, I'm pretty sure the Cosmic Tool is already better. Specifically for expert recipes. I'd imagine that only gets better in theory. It'll probably be better for all recipes starting in the next patch. When we get it. Hey, clear demi materia. Yeah, I still have a lot of relics to get to tier 2 also. The crafting ones. I think I did like one of them all the way through. I have all the tier 1s. I just didn't do all the tier 2s. Wasn't in a rush. Not like I do much crafting and gathering anyway. Good morning, Valtis. I was really enjoying the time I was spending in Fana, though. Fana's a lot better than the Moon. Yeah, well, I just wanted to chill a little bit today because tomorrow is going to be the beginning of Desubmer. So I figured I'll do a short stream and I'll just see if I can hunt down a carrot, make a little bit of gil. And instead I get an emerald crystal boule. Crafters and gatherers are oh yeah, I mean, crafting and gathering. Relics to tier 2 also. Yeah, sorry, we were talking about the planet, so I mixed and matched my topics. Alright, looks like this one's not here. That's fine, Delvic. And no, generally any gear you obtain, the only thing it's ever doing for you in a subsequent expansion, ever, is looking cool. Nothing you work on in one expansion is going to be crucial in the others, unless you're a raider who likes having best in slot sets for old ultimates and stuff. Which really is a tank and healer thing more than it is most other jobs. Not that there isn't some use for it on other jobs, but it's definitely not as... How do I get the tiny Echivore twice? Hey, the Viper weapon does look cool. You're not wrong there. Alright. Hey, look, clear demi materia. There it is. I think there's one last spot back here. I don't remember if... Is that down below or is that up top? I think it's down below. Can't really remember it. Let's go check. Good morning, Cromwell. Oh, hey, what's going on? Thanks for letting me know. I would obviously, I can't mind read through name changes. Some people tend to think I can. Don't know where they get the impression I can read minds, but good to have the disclaimer so I know. What's especially weird is when I meet someone for the first time at a physical event. And they act like I should know who they are before ever being introduced to them in any capacity. Having never heard their voice or seen their face, they go, "Come on, it's me. Who the fuck are you?" This statement means nothing to me. God damn it, dude. That's fine. I tabbed out because I was Really? From down there? Wow. That's, that motherfucker followed me a long time. Look at that. He actually just really followed me for a long time. And I just didn't notice. That's fine. I'm not asking for a res. It'll take me 2 seconds to get back to 20. Now, he was following me for a long time. Oh no, my knowledge level's down. Whatever will I do? Literally, don't care. Let's go here. Oh, maybe I can hit up this fate real quick. I think it'll be dead before I walk over to it. Yeah, it'll be fine. My feelings. Wouldn't it be a crime if I knew everyone in my chat's face and voice without ever having it introduced to me? Pretty sure that would put me on a list somewhere. Like, mostly sure of that. If not, I'd be almost dismayed that that wouldn't put someone on a list. Hey, we love lurkers. Where is this one precisely? It's right here. Yeah, okay. Alright, directly this way. That's what I get for tabbing out. Sometimes chime in, yeah. I mean, people just chat as much as they want or not as much as they want. There was like a thing on social media the last 2 days where someone's like, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how it went, but they were like, if you're like lurking or not supporting the stream or some shit, I don't remember. It's always some fucking rando with like, that has like no social media presence saying something stupid. I mean, to be fair, I think it's on purpose half the time. You know what they say? No publicity is bad publicity. Yeah, I will say this. If Tia walked up to me and just immediately started saying Gaius's theme or playing it on his phone, I think I'd fucking figure out who it was. And he doesn't have to speak a word. Just be like, hey man, I'm like, hey, what's... And then all of a sudden it'll just fucking do it. No, they refuted that tractor. I did add like a few things just in case, but that's been refuted.
What am I fighting for?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, most people just throw it on in the background and then they just do something else. Well, it'll always be there if and when you want it. Crom. It's not like there's any, you know, pressure or rush at any point. Excuse me. I think I remember where all the rest of these are. Alright, this one's not up. I don't know. I haven't seen who's... I don't really ever look on Twitch or in the category much. could be sponsorships. There was a like a JP sponsor thing going on a couple months ago, where there was a group of peeps that were doing like Sephiroth Extreme and like a few things. Maybe they're doing that again. They've been doing a lot of like Twitch sponsorships. I did one not too long ago with a couple peeps. Jokabars, Kenarasi, Joshiki. Showing them the new player ropes. I wouldn't be surprised if they have an initiative like that year round. I'll tell you this. Anyone generating 4 or 5 digit views, there's like a handful of people who actually play 14 who can generate that at certain points in patch cycles. Anyone else is probably sponsored. Or just somebody like poking in because they haven't played it before. Like what? When it was what, me, Choco, Connie, and Josh, that was what, like 5,000-6,000? Something like that. Something in that range. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did it too. A couple people did it. Like I said, I think that's like a big initiative that they're doing, marketing-wise. Is there any place I haven't checked? How many do I have left? I feel like there's some place I didn't look. Oh, I know one place I didn't look. But that would only be a silver chest. 0 bronze, 2 silver. Where are the silver chest spots I missed? I know one of them, but... where's the other one? Checked there. Oh, I didn't check there. That makes sense. I checked there. I checked there. I did check there. I didn't check there. Yeah, okay. I know where the other one is. The other one's here. But then there's one here. Come on, just give me a carrot, man. Yep, knew that was coming. Form and function, pastel blue, and fulsome forelocks. I mean, a pretty good silver chest, all things considered, but I'm gonna go get that last silver chest just to wipe the board clean. That should be in the cave. Not in the dangerous spot. Time to drop 4 billion gil instead. That do be the cost. That do be the cost. It's way worse when you actually say it. Yeah, the last silver I think has to be this one. Yo, let me up! What the hell's got me caught? There it is. Alright, that's all them wiped off the... Alright. Did not get a carrot. This life, it's a cruel one. But it is mine. Yeah, only 4 guild capped retainers. I mean, it could be worse. You're right. It can always be worse. I don't even know if they're still 4 million a pop. I haven't really been paying attention. I'm assuming they're 3 or 4 million, depending on the server. Let's find out. That's not the carrot. 3.6 on my server. That's certainly a volume. This probably doesn't sell for very much. Another Petalotus whistle. Southern Sea trousers. Yeah, sure, why not? Skill in my pocket at the end of the day. I don't care for 1,000. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, fuck it. Why not, right? Pastel blue. Wow, that one ain't worth jack shit. I'm not wasting a space on that. Dark green, also not worth jack shit. This is definitely not worth jack shit. Form and function, 45k. I won't say no to that. It's not a lot, but I won't say no to it. Clear demis, of course. I don't think the corsages sell for very much. Nope, didn't think so. Also no. Wind up Elvon. Why not? 12.5. It's 5 digits at least. I have 2 tiny Echivores. Worth like 3,000 a piece. The metallic golds are okay too. They're like 10,000 a piece. They are not the ones I wanted, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. What the fuck? That one was weird. Got glasses. No. Oh, here we go. Insufficient petty. Oh, there you go. I'll take 284k, sure. And then I've got 2 fulsome forelocks. I don't want to sell both, but I honestly, they're so low, I kind of don't want to sell either, but whatever. Money's money. And I think that's everything I got from this last trip. Good morning, Purple. Yeah, somebody gave me that serpent, now it just sits in my inventory, in all honesty. I don't remember who gave it to me, but somebody gave it to me. Yes, I know. Who's snoring? I found who's snoring. I found the snorer. This is Ivy in her prime. What do you want? Why do you keep pulling me in and then kicking me away? What? Ivy! Rolled off the bed, silly. Ivy loves the scratches. Look at her. Just living her best life. Anyway. Should have snuck in from the bottom instead of trying to figure out where it was. Listen, she knows that looks can be a weapon. She's well aware. Oh, sausage was at my feet, too. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, what is that fluffy thing at my feet? I hear it sounds like Cinnamon wants into the room, too. He's not allowed in here, though. Cinnamon is banned. Cinnamon is so very not allowed in my office. Nice angle, by the way. Ivy and Sausage. They do like me, I believe. I'm, like, mostly sure of that. If I could be more sure, I would be, but, you know. They're tricky. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do some AFK pot friend stuff while I take care of some stuff back here. Let me go back to Greg for this. Guys, have now, well, Sophie has 4 and I have 1, and now we live together, so we have 5. 6-in-1 espresso machine. I don't even want an espresso machine. I mean, I kind of do, like, with the new kitchen that we're gonna have. I kind of want to get some stuff like that. I just don't want to spend the money on it. Like, it's something that'll be, like, down the pipeline. Like I said, I'm going to focus on Desubmer for now and then take care of a bunch of stuff around the house. Yeah, don't be surprised if I run a little ragged over the next month. Make sure it's easy to clean. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is, like, it's so easy for me to clean a stainless steel French press. It's very, very easy to clean a stainless steel French press. It is not very easy to clean a lot of those things. I do be dreading it. Normally I like 150. Yeah. Listen, that's how they get you. The way I look at it as is, if it was worth 150, why sell it for 50? What's the fucking scam here? That's the way I look at it. It's like, if it's supposed to be good enough to be 150, why would you even sell it for $50? Yeah, clear out inventory. But if it wasn't good enough to be sold at 150, why would I take it if you pawn it off on me? If you couldn't sell them when they were 150, then why would I want one? I still feel like I'm being had. That's how skeptical I am about it. This is why I don't buy everything when it's on sale, because I think like this, like a psychopath. Be like, interesting. Suddenly it's all it's good for, huh? Well, what are you working over there, Brian? Working on that novel? Yeah? Some beginnings have ends and some endings have beginnings? Yeah? Working on it for 7 years now? Mm-hmm. Alright, instance timer. What's going on here? That is not a very telling instance timer. 70, 40, 10, 80, 50, 20. So it'd be 70 north, 10 north, 50 north, 20 south. Okay. Should be south. Easiest way for me to know, honestly, is to just go there and see if there's people all gathered around the south one. If you don't know what the timing is, just go to each spot and see how many people are standing there. It's generally a good way of telling if pot friend is on the table or not. And you know what? My math wasn't incorrect, because here's pot friend. I love it when a simple plan works out. Hello, fellow pot frienders. It's still going to be another like 7-8 minutes here. I didn't mean to be staring at that person either. Pot friend's still a good source of carrots. Now that they've changed it so that you can get carrots from this. However, I would really... Oh, hey, there you go, fellow pot friender. Thank you, fellow pot friender. I have to respect the fellow pot frienders. Do 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 do. Oh, that was the last song on the album. What do I have next? I'll do this one. Haven't used this one in a while. Yeah, the move is going to be fun because we have to like get rid of and like sell and like there's a lot of things that have to be done prior to us moving. Hey, it got me a lot of clicks, Crystal. I mean, that's what the thread says. All I'm doing is just reporting on the news. I ain't doing much else. It's a nice, simple life. 5 warriors walk into a bar. There is no longer a bar. I mean, 5 warriors walk into a bar. Ow. But it's okay. Because they used bloodwetting. There you go. That's the joke. So it's the solo goal, but it's the way to do it if I wanted. Yeah, most people will just group up with 1 billion warriors. It's safest if everyone in the group is a warrior. Like, you can do it as a non-warrior, but it's a lot fucking scarier. Because you need to... Most groups will, like, group them up. Like, I think if you're not warrior, you kind of have to be on thief so you can use flee. So you can actually avoid being autoed the entire time. But it really is just like majority tanks and then like 1 or 2 non-tanks is normally fine. 1 healer, maybe a DPS. Also, you have to usually switch between being ninja and being cannoneer, because when your cannons are on cooldown, you can normally do oh, I'm sorry, you swap between being tank and being ninja, not your phantom job, sorry. Because when it's not your turn to do the pulling, you can Dokumori and get a bunch of bonus golds in a group. So it's usually a bunch of warriors and maybe like an Astro or something. Sometimes not even that. Sometimes you just completely forego a healer. Or, I'm sorry, no, there's like a rotation of jobs that people tend to do. I'm thinking of what the composition looks like on any given pull, but that's not the whole story. So basically, all 8 people are warrior, and you create a 1 to 8 order which they'll pull, and use all their cooldowns to survive, or use their invulns and whatnot to survive. Mostly they're invuln, because without Holmgang or Hallowed Ground, you're probably just going to eat shit and die. Almost immediately. So whatever tank you are, you're usually doing that. And then if it's not your turn to pull, you're either on Ninja to Dokumori, or you're on a healer to give shields to the tank while they're pulling. Or to res anyone if anything goes wrong. And then you do that, and it's like 10,000 an hour, approximately. It's like 10,000 gold pieces an hour. Depends on the efficiency of the group. How's the story? It's more lore than it is story. I don't know what they're going to do for the second part, but they're going to have to do a lot to draw a more story-based approach to it. Yeah, I mean, if you buy carrots, that'll get you a ton of gold pieces. That's also a solo farm. If for every carrot you buy, you're guaranteed 1,600 gold pieces, so... Hey, I will say this. It does mean that a carrot comes with about a 1 million gil rebate if you just buy one of the glam items and sell it back. On top of whatever's in the actual chest. You can, in theory, make gil on a 4 million gil purchase. Just very unlikely. Because you'll get a few hundred... You'll get like, what, 200k guaranteed plus the 1,600 gold guaranteed. Which lets you buy a guaranteed glam piece to sell. Plus you can get the other drops. I wouldn't bank on that. Definitely low on the list of things I'd expect to happen. Well, time to shout. Shout for that res. Meanwhile, I get pot friend. Oh no, there's so many pot frienders here. What if I don't get a friend? There's so many people coming to pots. It was a mistake telling everyone about how good pots were. I miss the days where I was one of the few pot friend believers. I miss those days. There's just too many now. Look at how many people there are. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ugh. Yeah, Astrup convention also going well. We got balls, we got ponies, everything you could possibly need. And somebody on my Steam list just opened Harvestella, and I know exactly who it is, and I'm proud of them. Good decision. Good fucking decision. Alright, there's too many people here. There's officially too many people here. I mean, what, in like 15 years? I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she said she tried, but it wasn't like farmy enough, or it didn't like seem farmy enough. I think she played it like briefly when it first came out. It is indeed not farmy enough. It's more farmy early on than it is later. Later, the farm is really like a backdrop to everything else. It's for supplies more than anything. Hello, little crappies. Please just make the second one. They said they would make improvements to the farming and the housing in the second one. If they got a chance, that's what they would do. Give them the chance. I need a second. We talk about Harvestel like 6 times a week at this point, but you know, that's because we need it. No, I'm not going anywhere near the Tower of Forks or Spoons. Alright, I did indeed still get a pot. Thank goodness for that. However, it says far, far to the northwest, which guarantees it's in the cave. And I think that guarantees it's in, like, the not good spot in the cave, too. I can manage that. In combat? Get the fuck off me. Leave me and my pot friend alone. Oi! Caves aren't even bad. Don't be a baby. They're not even bad. I think this one's guaranteed to be in the deep part of the caves, too. Which, again, not that big a deal, but still. Far, far to the west. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not 100% certain it is. Because it's to the west, and now it's to the northwest. I think it's... Oh, I know where it is. I know exactly where it is. It's right as you go into the high-level portion. Literally, it's like right there. I remember this one. To the east. Oh, no, it might not. No, it's actually not. It's up on this ledge. Even better. Immediately to the north. Here? I don't think I've ever opened one here. Yes! Yes! Not a carrot, but I'll take 1,600 gold. Thank you very much. Alright, so if it needs me to do something real quick, so I will be right back. I also got a gold. Oh, sweet. Alright, Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna go do something. Alright, sorry about that. Gotta take care of something real quick. Oh, hey, I know the song. I did throw this album on. Hello, Chris. I am ready for the summer. How long has it been since I did that? Jesus Christ, this instance is busy. I guess I should go get my level back, huh? Let me just go do this real quick and get my level back. Somebody has a pot that they're not... What are you doing? There's a pot friend that's not being redeemed. I'm mad. They have a pot friend and they're not guiding them to safety. That's a wasted pot friend. How could they do this? This is a dark, dark world we live in. Oh, happy birthday. Happy soon-to-be birthday, Chris. Oh. I'm so stupid. One sec. Alright, for real this time. Oh. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I got a little distracted by something, so I forgot to do something when I was actually in the other room. I'm going through and inventorying things and getting ready to sell them. And I was speaking with someone about that at the same time as I was doing something else. And what the hell's going on here? I just realized these two people look exactly... Oh, they even have matching names. I feel like that's just the same person twice. Yeah, I'll get this level back and then the death won't matter. Yeah, probably, but they're dancing. Either that or a dual box. Either or, not too unlikely. Hello, Garula. Alright. I don't want to tank, so... It's driving you mad? I believe in you, Nem. You'll conquer this. What's up?
That's the only thing that could be, right?
Yeah, it is.
It was in my pasta.
Yeah, it's the head of a tomato. I mean, it assures that there's a real tomato in there, I guess.
Maybe it's a red herring. Maybe we just put that in.
They just put the stems of the tomatoes in. It's a red herring. That would be wild. If a company, if a restaurant sold pasta and the pasta didn't use real sauce, but to make it seem like the real sauce, they just threw tomato stems into the pasta. That'd be a wild con game, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be impressed. One of my favorite bosses to watch people to die to is this one. Always goes very similarly to what you're seeing now. Oh! Just had to go further. Well, yeah, actually, I have 0 healers. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, right. I have blood. My nascent I put over here for this. Let's do that. I'll just nascent people, I guess. To be fair, if these birds kept yapping at me, you'd realize that the Neo Garula is not the villain here. Oh, I'm definitely getting hit. Never mind. I'm good. Oh, didn't see where he was. Definitely getting hit. And there we go. That dude's like, ah, I got living dead. Will you actually heal enough, though? Oh, he did. I was worried. I was like, this guy's not landing hits. Oh, that's a lot of. Oh! Nothing like turning around and seeing how many people don't know how to avoid this in any way, shape, or form. It's like, I wonder what he's gonna. Oh, honey, take a picture. You're dead. What an idiot. Where is that person? That they keep. Wow, they were all the way over there. They must have been low on health then. Alright, there we go. Back to max level. Which one's next? North, I think it is. Yeah, I just wanted to get my knowledge level back up from that death. Hey, Ivy. How you doing? Oh, is that how that works? Okay. How do I... Can I undo that if I do it? Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Is living dead requires starting to get back to full health? Yes. If they do not get back to full health... If they do not... Let me rephrase. If they do not heal for the amount of damage... For the amount of total health that they have. They don't need to get back to full, but they need to heal for the total amount of health that they actually have. So if they have 100,000 health, they need to have, at some point, healed for a total of 100,000. That is the more accurate way to put that. I just didn't think he was landing any hits, which, if you're not landing any hits, then that's no good. That's no good for them. That's the problem. Alright, I'm gonna get one more pot friend. I have to believe in the pot friend. They add the new deep dungeon. They did. Pilgrim's Traverse. It's been quite good. And the Quantum 40 fight was definitely a favorite. I also actually think Quantum 15 was really good too. Yeah, clearly the old one was better. Every Dark Knight with a gun. Don't say that. It does give tombstones. It sure do. I mean, there's no way to reasonably guess a job. There's literally nothing to base it off of. And there never really is. So anyone's guess would be as useful or useless as the person next to them. It's more like a wish list than a prediction. So people will be like, oh, I hope I get, you know, dual shields. You can level in the new deep dungeon, yeah. All the deep dungeons are leveling content. There's no deep dungeon that isn't leveling content. They are always leveling content. Hey, I mean, it's still useful for that Hoppet. They have to actually be losing now. You just really wouldn't. Hey, another reason why I think White Mage getting overhealing could be cool. There you go. That's what they want. See? That's about as good as anyone else. Not like anyone else would be any closer. That's the thing. No one's guess could be better or worse, because there's nothing to base it off of. Well, I mean, new Fizz range is pretty much set in stone. New Fizz range, new tank, it's the only thing I would reasonably predict. We're out of the whole melee thing where they're like, oh, you know, strike, you know, the scouting only has one and aiming, oh, that's gone now. All of them have two, so they're gone. Next would be tank Fizz ranged. On the list. So that's where I would keep my predictions. Is in that wheelhouse. Damn. Of all the wrong opinions I've seen before Emotional, that might be one of the worst ones. That's rough. That's rough being that wrong, but somebody had to do it. I'm glad you were brave enough. I want some lobster chowder. I'll take a lobster chowder instead, though. Bypass all the options and just go straight for that. That's what I want. That's that good. Oh, coffee. I need that so bad. We should be getting Pot Friend here in a couple minutes. I think it's at... I think it's in like 3 or 4 minutes. Well, they're definitely not doing that. If they could, they'd get rid of the job upgrade we have now and not have them. I have zero belief that's what we'll get. You know what, though? It's better to live in reality than La La Land. It's better to have a hope and a dream than to have an expectation. If you never have hopes and dreams, you can't ever be disappointed. Great way to live. As a Lala, I'm a Lala, and I say no. No. I mean, is it a height requirement if it's that you have to be this short to ride? Don't talk about 10-2 around me. As a platinum person, oh. Let me just check this. Do 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 do.
Lady Samir has just subscribed.
Thank you, lady, for the resub. Which video? Oh, the platinum video, yeah. 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 I mean, there's a lot of fizz range they could do. They could just make one up. It's not like it has to be one that's already there. Thank you, lady. Appreciate it. Welcome back with the tier 3 to boot. We don't have very many tier 3 subs, so I'm always extra grateful for that, because nobody has to give that much to my stream. So when they do, it lets me know I'm special. Having tools is not the same as that being your primary weapon or your primary theme either. I wouldn't consider auto crossbow or the fizz ranged LB2 to be like, well, because of those, we can't have crossbows as a weapon. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a slingshot. Well, I mean, if anything, Dancer is the equivalent. The Chakram is effectively a boomerang. In all essence, that's what its primary purpose is. You just need the boomerang glam. Do whatever you want, Ash. That's the beauty of it. You do what you want. You just look and go, yes, now is the time. Yeah, we have like 8 billion different sword DPS, or sword tanks, and sword users. A katana's a type of sword, technically. That's your sword DPS. Viper's got dual swords that turns into a dual-handed weapon. Knives are just really short swords, if you think about it. And some of the ninja daggers ain't even fucking short. They're fucking enormous. They're bigger than some of the swords. Red Mage has a rapier, which is a sword. Even if it turns into the bottom of a staff, doesn't really matter. Katana's a type of sword. Dark Knight's got a big sword. Paladin's got a smaller sword. Gunbreaker's got a sword with a gun on it. If you squint really hard, then Sage's new list just look like 4 swords that shoot bullets. I'm sure some of them actually design-wise look like that anyway. Yeah, there's still a lot of groups going for Fort Tower. We actually entered an instance randomly yesterday that was just in the middle of a Fort Tower run. It was quite nice, actually. And it's about to get a little bit easier with 3 new Phantom jobs and the accessories. No, Fort Tower 2 is in the North Horn, which is not coming out until 0.5x. Want a yo-yo job. Listen, I can't tell you not to want. I tell you probably don't think it'll happen, but I can't tell you not to want it. No, relics haven't been the best weapon on patch for ages. The only time they're the best is at the end of an expansion. I don't think they've been the best on patch other than the end of an expansion since 3.1. I think that was the last time that they were best on patch. Somewhere around then. Oh, far to the north. Sweet. It's not a cave run. Oh, it's actually like right here, too. They're in Discords. There's a handful of Fort Tower Discords at this point. I don't know if ABBA runs it, but there's, God, what are they? I think I'm in a few of them. Did I leave them or am I still in them? Let's see. Where are they? I know Really Actually Difficult Alliance Raids does... Oh, no, not that one. Really Actually Difficult Alliance Raids is the one that does Chaotic. I don't know if they also do that one. FOE. That's not the one I was thinking. Oh, again, it depends on your data center, so I guess I'm not being specific enough anyway. There's Lego Steppers, I know, for Ether. And then I feel like there's one other one. I don't remember if ABBA... Does ABBA do it? Cafe, Faux, ABBA... Lego Steppers... Those are all Ether-based ones, I'm pretty sure. And they're pretty quick, too. Like, other than the second boss, the kill groups murder the Fort Tower bosses. Like, it's not even fair what those runs like. Now, it depends on how many new people they're allowing in the run. But the people who are practiced and efficient fucking obliterate. I thought Lego Stepper... Maybe it's because they have that offshoot one that I was thinking Lego Steppers. Like, the fact that it's about to get even faster because of the accessories and 3 more jobs to master out for more damage is insane. It still won't make the second boss any easier, but it makes every other boss way better. I should actually probably do some Fort Tower at some point. Definitely before the next one comes out. Hey, if I do some achievement hunting, I do need 100 Fort Towers. The new Phantom jobs are Dancer, Mystic Knight, and Gladiator. It's really just the list of Final Fantasy V jobs. Like, we know there's 6 more in 7.5X. You can probably figure out what they are already just by looking at Final Fantasy V's job list. In all honesty. Let me exit here and head back and see about selling those. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's very much like BA, except you need to know a little bit more. Like, it's already hit the point where the groups have gotten so good at it, they just die. Which is good for people who are a little concerned with the difficulty. There's only 6 things you need to watch out for. The rest is really just follow the leader. Because those 6 things, if you screw them up, can wipe everyone else. One of those things is traps. Just don't walk ahead of the group. So, that's already really just brings it down to 5. I mean, we'll probably still get all... I imagine they're going to give us all of them. Red Mage is literally one of the most powerful jobs in Final Fantasy V. It makes sense they would save that for Fork Tower Magic. Necromancer will probably be one of them, too. They've already used all 3 of the other GBA jobs, so Necromancer will probably be the last job everyone can unlock. I fully expect it. I think it's almost silly to not expect Phantom Necromancer after seeing that they did Oracle, Gladiator, and Cannoneer. And Cannoneer is crazy popular too, so it's even... I feel like it's even more likely. Cannoneer is probably the single most popular of the Phantom jobs. They probably won't, Ramos. They're going to want people to have a reason if they didn't get them in the first zone to still go back and visit the first zone as a method of getting people to go through it. You know? It's just the most likely thing. Let's see here. Are you still selling all the other items? No. Who was selling them? You? Well, you're not selling one of them anymore. Well, that person's fucking stupid. Ugh, I hate that person. Dude, seriously? Why would you just cut the price in half for no fucking reason? I even sold one. I actually sold both of the other pieces. The Tycoon pieces. Hopefully someone just buys those and then the prices go back to normal. Where's the one that I sold? How much did mine sell for? Sale history. $475? Okay. Let's do $490. Fortunately, that item's actually not as... popular because it doesn't sell as well. And what did I put this one up for? $931? Okay. Trying to make some money here. Trying to make some money moves. I know what track is coming up next, and I want to hear it. Or I know what one of the tracks coming up next is. And I want to hear it. I want it. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so as a reminder, for the next month, I'm going to be in the middle of December. It's my birthday month, it's Christmas month, we have New Year at the end, we have Patch, we have the Octopath release. We got a lot of stuff going on next month, but I'm going to be hosting my own little bonus sub event where I'm going to have some discounts running at a few specific points throughout the month, and I'm also going to have incentives for subs, gifted subs, you know, just general subbing to the stream to unlock a bunch of stuff. Some punishments for me, some punishments for chat, and some fun things that people would otherwise probably not get me to do. Dispatch, Like a Dragon, both first time, both unspoiled, haven't really seen much of either. So there's going to be a good list of things. Birthday is next month. Fellow December baby. I feel like there's just a lot of December babies. I know so many people, like more than any other month, share a month with me. It's weird. People just like fucking in March, I guess. That's just the time, I suppose. I made your UI, I mean, I just changed the UI size, like you would with any other UI element. Just made it the largest size. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all that. If you do !December, that'll have a link. It's also in the Discord, which is !Discord. Octopath Zero is by far the most exciting thing in December. 2026, my most anticipated game is Tides of Annihilation. Next month is Octopath Zero. I mean, next week is Octopath. Literally in 3 days, like Wednesday, I'll be playing it. I can't wait. I am excited. Yeah, March Madness. Just everyone's just loves to get in on... You know what they say every March Madness? They do say, get in on the action. No, it's the fucking Final Fantasy... The Final Fantasy IX thing's been like 7 years. Every time people think it's happening. It's not happening. I didn't believe it was happening before. I still don't believe it's happening now. And there's no reason to believe it's happening now. And for 3 years straight, reputable sources were saying it was going to be announced at, like, Summer Game Fest. For 3 fucking years straight. Then they gave up in 2024 and 2025. Like, yeah, we're going to stop saying that shit. Welcome back, Ash. Thank you for the 2nd month. Ooh, welcome back. Dude, honestly, believable, Haunt. Believable. I mean, we got Alyx. Alyx is... It's not really Half-Life 3, but it's as close as you're going to get, I suppose. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did a bunch of other events in there, too. That didn't matter for anything. They did that like a year ago. Didn't matter for anything. And why would they do it without an announcement? They already did it. It's done. It's gone. It's out of the way. They're not going to be like, oh, we're doing this collaboration, but also we'll announce a game in a year and a half. No, don't do that. Don't Haunt, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We do not support this. We don't want that smoke. No, we don't want Disney to have their hands in this cookie jar. Disney's a tainted hand. Disney's a very, very tainted hand. You don't want them touching anything. Trust. Please trust. But yeah, that's going to be our plan for the week. I have my schedule for the week already in Discord. It's in the announcements channel. So tomorrow, 14. Tuesday, I would like to still do 14, but I'm actually going to be busy from 10 till probably about 12:30 to 1. I have my driving test, and I have a driving lesson and my driving test on Tuesday to get my license back after fucking 17 years. Well, we've had a Dragon Quest... Well, we have had a Dragon Quest X Final Fantasy 14 event. That's happened already. That's done and gone. That's done, past, and way before. I've already had that. So yeah, be sure to take the peek in the Discord announcement channel. If not, !this summer has the graphic, which will cover most of the important things. We'll have the wheel tomorrow. We'll have the punishments in play, and we'll do the schedule for everything that we could unlock as we go along, and I may add things as we go along as well, like sporadic, like if we get this in like the next few days, then I'll do that kind of deals. But I'll usually try to pair that. If I'm gonna do that at all, I'm gonna end up pairing that with what's it called, like a gift sub discount or something like that. That's usually gonna be paired. I have 7 gift sub discounts to use next month. And I already know when I'm using 2 of them, so I just need to figure out when I'm using the rest of them. And they really need to say if they're doing like an end of the year discount, because that's going to determine when I use them. Because I don't want mine overlapping with theirs. That would be awful. So. Marvel Avengers. You know, I sometimes forget that game ever released. And you know what? I think that's what they want. So I shouldn't... that's not a problem. Realistically, I think they want me to forget that it ever happened. And I agree. So yeah, all the same, that's what we got going on this week. Tomorrow I'll probably be starting at about 8 a.m. Eastern, so I'll be starting a decent bit earlier. And we'll be doing a number of things. And we'll be doing some achievement hunting tomorrow. We will be doing a map party tomorrow at some point. Might hop on my Iron Man. A lot of 14 stuff. And then Tuesday, if I'm live early, it won't be for very long. Because like I said, I have something to do. And I have the driving thing to do Tuesday. But I'll also try to, you know, if I can, when I come back from that, see if I can continue onward as well. Good afternoon, Hero. Unfortunately, your good afternoon is going to have to continue without me. Because that is going to be a wrap for me today. I just wanted to do a short 3-hour stream today because I'm going to be doing a lot of extended streams over the month of December for all the holidays, my birthday. And I also have some moving stuff I want to do today and some YouTube video stuff I want to do today. It sure did, Ramos. Very unfortunate. Alright, so with that, that is going to be a wrap for me today. I'll be back tomorrow where we will be kicking off the summer, and we'll see if everyone wants me to suffer. So enjoy the rest of your Sundays, eat the rest of your leftovers, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, I bid you adieu. Bye-bye.